Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL ESEA Pro League. And we are into game 2. I am Lee D-Man Smith. I'm joined by Lauren Pansy Scott once again for this one. And it's going to be Titan all over again. We've just seen them scrape a victory over Hellraisers 16-14. This time, they're up against PENTA Sports on Cobblestone.
Yeah, this should be a very different scoreline if it goes the way it should. PENTA still that new team. I'm not expecting much. I know that sounds harsh, but they're against Titan. Let's be honest here. It's not going to be the epic game of all time. It's more, okay, how much has PENTA improved? How dominant can Titan be? How good do they look on this map? Have they even practiced it yet? You know, for PENTA, it's like, well, how much time are they going to put to it? Has Cobble been the huge impactful map they want to practice? Probably not. It's probably been the basics and, you know, build up from there. So I'm not sure yet for PENTA. I think Titan should trash this one, but there could be a little bit of an upset if PENTA maybe finds some form.
Do they even have set positions yet? That's their wonder. Because last time I've seen PENTA a couple of times on Inferno, they've definitely been switching positions around. Yeah. So we'll see how it works out. Knife round about to get underway for this one. Titan could pick up their 3rd victory in the league. For PENTA, it would be their 2nd. They did manage to get that 1 win. But that is all so far since this roster shuffle. They are definitely the whipping boys of the league, I'm afraid to say at the moment. And Titan are looking to carve their way into another victory.
Yeah, Titan here just want to... See, the thing is that you don't want to be losing these games. And sometimes you get a little bit of pressure because they're the games you should pick up. They're the games you should win out super easy on. And I know that sounds harsh, but we are discussing this in the form of a league, and PENTA will certainly be towards the bottom of that league. There's no disputing it. There is a lot of potential in that lineup. They are very talented players. But to say they have to compete with the best within the timescale of a week is not feasible. However, how good can they get in that timescale is the bigger question. How much damage can they do? I
mean, from a certainly professional point of view, I guess they're going to be looking at this league and literally every online game they play up until the major and looking at it basically as a training exercise.
Correct.
Until they can get themselves ready for the next major. Here we go though, pistols underway. We'll see if it works out, see what they can do. It's going to be PENTA starting out as the T side, and Titan already getting their first kill. Of course, it's Kenny S on the CT side.
It's just because we don't follow Kenny enough.
That's exactly what it is.
Right? We've got to follow him
Producer's
more.
going to be mad right now.
Yeah, Producer Matt is a big Kenny S fan. It's really, really unnerving sometimes what he says. But still, PENTA are down to 4. They do have 2 players with armor, and one of them just got wrecked. We should be following Kenny S. I've told you this. And the reason why is he's tagging him up on the cross. He might even be able to connect another, and he does. Kenny S just doing damage. Gonna look for his 4th, maybe? Oh, Producer Matt is having a great time as Mayo just gets the knife. And Troubley is in trouble.
Can he get the 4th and an assist? It's like a almost ace, I guess.
Yeah, the almost ace.
The almost ace.
Oh, the almost ace.
Oh,
the almost
he
ace.
gets the almost ace.
I think it's allowed when Maniac gets the knife, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to steal an ace if you get the knife. That's a lot of money as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, Titan starting off big. Kenny S is going to invest his hard-earned cash into an MP7. And now PENTA, of course. Well, it's just going to be one Tech 9. One Tech 9. Let's see where Stavros goes with it. He was the man that was insta-dinked, I think, last time around. Yeah.
I think it was actually Strux who was over-holding.
I'm
not sure. It might have been Strux. But I want to see the Olaf play come out. Let's see, with that Tech 9 just kind of burst down to B, take them down like 1 by 1. Somehow I don't see it happening.
You're envisaging what may happen
I'm praying here. But RPK's got a P90 and he's watching where they are, so...
Yeah, RPK watching window and existence ready to flash around the corner as well, so they have this completely covered off.
And 30 bullets still to go if
existence
he needs more.
Doesn't even flinch, didn't even bother throwing the flash. Happy say, I got this.
All right, here comes the pop flashes. Let's see what they can get going here. This is going to force Kenny a little closer. Maniac from the back does get one. Kenny comes around, just displaying Kenny powers, and Kenny picks up 2 that round, I believe. So, yeah, no Olaf to be seen, sadly. And another round for Titan. 2-0, PENTA yet to really make their mark in this, but then again, I think the first real round for them is the gun one, because they don't really have much money here, and they're just going to have to kind of burst in together, I believe.
This is a game that Titan should be closing out comfortably, I feel.
They should.
We'll see
no
how it works out for them. Last time we saw Cobblestone just the other week. It was TSM, I'll tell a lie. They managed to pick up 11 rounds running on the CT side. In fact, ended the game because they'd already started out on the T side, so they were dominant on CT side. And it's interesting, obviously, we were talking back at the Pro League when Na'Vi was starting to put things together on the T side, and actually, Devilwalk was saying, hey, it's a 9-6 map, but it seems that it's swung back. CT have figured things back out. They've figured out how to hold that B defense, B angles. We'll see how Titan work this one.
Oh, look at Maniac. He's so aggressive.
He's right around the back of him.
He might get... My God, they didn't even spot him. He holds off on the bullet spray. He wants to get the most damage possible, and he's going to do it. 3 back-to-back, leaving Stavros and Troubly just nowhere to be found. This is like shooting fish in a barrel. Well, that barrel's got a lot of holes in it right now.
See, that's one of those lines that we discussed yesterday, actually, with Alex. Shooting fish in a barrel. Right? We're just like, who shoots fish in a barrel? It's
I'm looking this up.
I got linked here as well. I didn't actually didn't have time to look it up, but yeah, shooting fish in a barrel. What a peculiar expression, but I guess it's basically saying they've got nowhere to go. That's the whole point, and that's exactly what Penta
I will read this. The meaning behind it after this round, because this is the gun round. This is where maybe Penta can make their damage happen, and they need to do it. They've got Crystal up on the AWP, which is always good to see. No armor, though.
Stacked 4 on B site this time, Titan. So they're expecting a heavy push. Apex left alone. Titan going to boost Kenny up there, but Apex, like I say, left alone against 3. But they're not going too aggressive, and Kenny might just find one.
Kenny?
Kenny?
Spectator smoke.
Kenny. Yeah, spectator smoke. We obviously saw a bit more than he could, I reckon that. Nonetheless, got the first frag. And now actually Penta pushing through on Apex.
Exactly. Apex could be caught out here, but he backs away perfectly. And Kenny and RPK are already coming around. It's like, well, I've done the damage here. I'm going to switch up, make sure no one's pushing up by A-long. All right, don't see anyone now. Let's calm it down again. This is rinse and repeat. Maniac's pushed up by B, so they know that's pretty secure. And it's just everything is in Titan's control right now. If Penta want to break through, they're going to have to do it by brute force.
They've rotated perfectly as well. Look at this. The Titan lineup. RPK, Apex, and Kenny all holding the angles. Completely expecting this. Tabson's got himself crept up pretty well, though. Unseen so far. Might be able to make the difference if he can get around the back. Here comes Penta. I think Crystal's going to find himself straight in towards Kenny. Now, that is an AWP versus AWP. Oh, but Tabson's found him. Like I said, he snuck around there. RPK does get the kill, but the damage might well have been done. Apex holding off. He's on site. Are they going to expect a second person here? Oh, and he's going to find the carrier. Spins around, gets another. Crystal also pushes through. He's going to pop out with a USP, and he gets another. And Apex just decimates the Penta attack on A site.
Again, and again. Whether it's Apex, whether it's Maniac, be it Kenny, all these players are just running circles around Penta. And just because, the round is over, we can go back to what shooting fish in a barrel does indeed come from. Before the days of refrigeration, fish were packed and stored in large barrels. Barrels were packed to the rim full of fish, therefore any shot entering said barrel would at least hit one of them.
There we go. Now we know.
There you go. Back to the game.
Today I learned.
Sorry, Penta. I just don't have that much faith right now. But maybe they can prove me wrong and shut me the hell up because, well, I guess they...
Aggressive from Maniac there. Very aggressive.
Took
a peek, but he got the information. He saw 4 people around that corner as he popped around. At least 2 people I think he saw. Maybe the 2 of them around the back with the X-ray, but definitely caught a glimpse of him. Crystal's the only man that's lingering. Of course, this is just pistols for Penta, so let's not expect too much. We'll see whether they can try to force it, but the fact that they are on pistols almost instantaneously means it will be a B push, and that's what they're trying, and that's what Titan are ready for.
I just want to see how Titan's set up more than anything. And Penta are just kind of walking into this.
I'm interested to see, comparing how Titan hold the defense to how TSM were, etc. Not one person is left in the corner of the. I don't know what the exact phraseology would be for Titan, but anyway, they're all sitting very deep on this one. Not one person's anywhere near bomb site.
I guess they just have faith in their retakes and stopping them even getting that far.
Ooh.
Maybe that's going to be an issue, but Kenny has already snuck forward. Existence comes out from drop down, and Kenny just comes into play. And it is a little different. It is a little different. Normally see them by, I think it's chicken coop, people call it. It used to be where the bathrooms were at the back of B, if you remember.
Yeah, where they cut off the map, yeah.
Yeah, where they kind of cut that off. You used to always have a player there. I think Freiberg was one of the people, Freiberg, if you want to be, awkward.
Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish or awkward.
Oh, dear.
Depends. It depends.
Oh, Maniac.
Yeah.
Here we go, auto. But this is a buy for Penta. Crystal really has to make this one work. He's got bomb in hand, and actually Kenny's going to go challenge him. So this is going to be Crystal, Penta, maybe having a duel, but the rest of Penta are pushing through. They're going straight through lower.
Maniac's going aggressive, but that doesn't matter because Kenny is now watching that pixel of a peak. Can he find a... Oh, he was hoping there was a little elevation there that he could get maybe an angle on, but not the case. And Kenny now has the Dragon Law magic. Maybe that'll do even more from Crystal's hands.
Apex is going to peek.
Strux actually go around the back of him here. Strux could get around the back, I guess, but Apex going aggressive, going to tie him back in. Taking down Tabson, and Penta just struggling to get any ground gain. Maniac stops Stavros being able to push out on towards that B site, and the 3 remaining players for Penta are just kind of being picked apart by Apex.
Yeah, and Maniac's now actually holding the position. I was expecting to see someone in. Apex gets himself, another 3 for Apex. He's definitely going to start clocking up the score in this one. And Crystal, with the AWP, all alone, doesn't even land the frag this time around. The second time of asking, he finally gets Apex down, but they know where he is. RPK is closing in his direction. Maniac's coming around the back. Doesn't matter, he's running to the sights of Kenny S.
Well, this is going to be a tough one for Penta, I think.
Well, we've got 10,000+ on a couple of members of Titan starting to build up their bank
we've got
here.
the auto sniper still in play.
Yep.
4 mollies. I didn't. Is Anders' dog called Molly, by the way? Because he put it out on Twitter today.
I think it is. His little pug.
It's adorable as hell. But yeah, Kenny's going to go a little aggressive here.
Sadly for Penta, there's 3 members of Titan. They've got more kills than the entire Penta team right now.
That's a bit awkward.
It's a little awkward in the 7th round, but this is the problem when you do have a new team. And like you said at the start, it's like chances are Penta have probably not once looked at Cobblestone as a map in their pool yet. This is probably on the last thing they looked at. They've played Inferno a lot, so that's probably one of the ones they've looked towards, but I can't imagine Cobblestone's been high in the training regime for them. They do manage to get RPK down in pit, drop, sorry. Sticking in Inferno mode there. But that is about all. They've managed to
They've got
get
the
themselves a 4-on-3,
thing, right?
but Maniac's at the back. Maniac's at the back with the auto sniper. Let's see. We know that doesn't do any cover. He could gun them down though.
But Tabson does still have a molly as well, so he could put that there, or he could place it somewhere else. But it's something you'll often see them pushing players out of. But Penta, as you said, have to get past Maniac and Existence.
Oh, they know he's
Spot's
there.
been found out. 2-2 split, 2 through drop, 2 through the main platform, and there's Maniac finding Stavros, but taking Maniac low. Crossing on towards the site now. Existence and Kenny S starting to line up, starting to look for the kills. And 2v2, making it a 2v1 as Existence left in the 1v1 here. He knows where Strux is. Strux has to go big. 8 seconds. Fakes it, looks for this. Oh, the steps would have been heard. Oh, this is brave. This is brave. Strux, he didn't go for the plant. He went for the kill and he gets it. Brave play from Strux, but you've got to feel that it was a moment of weakness from Titan that they probably weren't allowed to happen again.
Well, the auto sniper got brought straight back up. It's going to be in the hands of Apex this time around, I think. Immediately went in there. It was Existence support it. No, it's back to Maniac.
No, it is Apex. He's gone for it. Is Apex got a good spawn?
Oh, yeah, they're tossing it back and forward.
Yeah, he's got a good spawn for long, that's why. So he's going to drop out there and maybe try and get a glimpse.
Okay, so Apex taking the auto sniper over long. There's nobody going that way for him, though, and it's going to be a 4-man stack for Titan over at the B site. So, Penta with their first round on the board. Let's see what they can build on this one. See if they can get anything from it, because, again, Titan investing massively into the round. 2 rounds running. Could get costly if they lose another.
Really could do. 1 minute left on this, and Penta just trying to get the picks here, and this is what I was saying, that Titan, it was a momentary lapse of weakness, you know, pushing out very aggressively, very constant peeking. Now they're a lot slower, they're not peeking out as much, and they're making Penta have to work for every step they take.
Titan have rotated Maniac over towards A site, so there is only 3 on B at the moment. Penta are creeping Tabson and Strux forward in towards A side. Looks like the rotate is going to come around. Kenny.
Is that even a wallbang?
Not sure, but he's going to make it work. maybe if you hit the same spot twice, you can ram the bullet through. I'm not too sure if that's exactly how it's going to work out for them. RPK does get one through, and it's Penta pushing through onto A site. RPK with a fast rotate, though. Maniac's in sight as well. Cbble tries to land him, but RPK, the crossfire is real, and Titan just cut them down without losing a single man. And again, immaculate defensive work from Titan.
Yeah, it's a little bit one-sided. Let me just check it on the scoreboard anyway right now. Let's see what we've got going on. So, Cbble, 5, Strux 3, 1s and 2s. But on the other side, Maniac's having a great time with the auto sniper. Kenny S performing well. And Existence having to do very little from that drop room. So it's just this really easy atmosphere for Titan right now, and they're just kind of getting themselves used to being on the right side at the right time.
Fast play. Penta going to try and push on through. Crystal's already through. Has got himself one, but gets taken through. Tabson was slowed down, though. The molly doing its job, stopping Penta's push. So just one man lost. Existence ready and waiting for them to cross here. That smoke's going to be straight on. I think they're going to push straight through it. Yeah, it hasn't quite caught them. So they're already around the corner. It's not going to delay them, but Existence has them in his crosshairs. Guns down 2. Switches to the USP. I think he's going to switch M4s. Yes, he will. Doesn't quite get the last because RPK came in and picked up 2. So 8-1 Titan. The score is as expected. I think safe to say for this matchup. Titan looking comfortable.
Yeah, sadly for Penta, I've seen nothing to display executes in. They've been doing okay. They get towards the site sometimes. You know, they've worked their way towards B a couple of times. Great one-to-one clutch coming out in the end from Strux, I believe. But it doesn't equate to much apart from that one round on the board in comparison to the 8 that Titan look comfortable with as well. But still, let's see if Penta can just make something happen. They just need to find a way to get control of the site, and every single time they do, Titan just retakes so well, and you can see that they're just holding perfectly from so much range. Yeah,
sitting deep, using those M4s to full range advantage. Grenade on point, Maniac gets another. RPK off the side, rattling with the AK. Did get taken low, but it's Strux all alone, and he's going to try and hobble his way up in towards A site with his P250. Unfortunately for him, Kenny S is looking, Kenny S is hunting. Kenny S is not going to find. Kenny S is going to lose his AWP, and Strux will take that and try and run, but I don't think you're going to be able to save it, that one, mate. No, Maniac around the back, and now it's 9-1.
It's a CT-sided map, I guess, so... Well, arguably, but if you're TSM. I'm trying to find silver linings, but in this one it's actually really difficult for once.
There's not a great deal of silver linings in this one.
No.
It'll be more surprise factor than silver linings, I think, if anything were to come out on top. Cbble is going to be the man. Let's see if he tries to push straight through. He's going to get slowed down. Kenny S holding the angle, actually. Crystal is going to peek towards that way. And Penta, 4-man stacking over on the A site. Cbble all alone on B, trying to be the distraction.
If Apex just gets a glimpse here. Oh, Crystal, you better land that shot. You miss, you're in trouble.
Ooh,
all right.
The timing.
All right, here we go. Ooh, he's not going to overpeak, though. He'll go around cautiously if he does. Kenny. He can probably hear him as well. That's the big thing here. Kenny can probably hear those footsteps if they're making them. So Apex shouldn't move too far from here. Now he definitely won't.
The AK shots you can hear is Cbble is over on B side, but as you see, Apex is ready and waiting to cut them down. Cbble just trying to create a nuisance, a distraction, and it's Existence and Maniac that will stay. RPK has rotated. He's in position. Cbble has found the 2 B-side defenders. B-side is completely open. Tabson finds Apex. Tabson gets a second on RPK. And suddenly Kenny S all alone at the back of A-side. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And Penta get themselves a team ace. What the hell just happened?
I was going to say, I was really impressed how Titan haven't let it get to their heads yet, and they're playing 100% the whole way through. Maybe they got a little bit overzealous then, just kind of leaving the 2 players with scopes on the A side. If they get pushed up, Crystal had actually gotten through really well towards A ramp, the little kind of slope up towards the site. And once he did that, he was actually in a really good spot because he was pretty much under the site of Apex. However, I'm not sure if that's going to work again. Maybe it will. Strux breaks through towards Apex. They're getting confident and they're getting punished for it.
He was the only man on A side. That's 4 members of Penta. Oh, actually, they're going to rotate because Cbble just picks himself up a kill. So suddenly, options are opening for Penta. And as you mentioned, Titan maybe just got a little overconfident. Or maybe just Penta finally figuring things out here. But Kenny is going to try and hold the angle. He's going to back away. Oh, they've completely rotated to A side. They're expecting an A side. They've completely pulled out towards A. Now RPK is actually going back. Now they're like, wait a minute. This doesn't seem right. RPK has got such a big job for Titan here to try and keep them at bay. Kenny is finally coming back around. tabseN's actually the man that's going to push on through with the bomb. Kenny S is moving himself into the corner there. Kenny, now he's going to see the grenades coming. Oh, did he not? Oh, the opener there. RPK will get the 1, won't get the 2nd. Kenny does the 3rd time of asking. Oh, and then a beautiful one onto tabseN. Doesn't get the 4th. Doesn't matter. RPK is there. Strux with just 4 health left. And not a prayer in the world. 9-2. Well, let's not write him off just yet. Now we can. 10-2 for Titan. And Penta starting to cause a few problems for Titan here, but Titan do close out the round, but it's getting costly for them. That bank they'd built up is definitely being eaten away at.
Yeah.
However, unfortunately, obviously, the way the money system works for Penta, it puts them in trouble, and if they lose this round, they are pretty screwed.
So, they've been able to at least pick up Apex every couple of rounds.
I mean, they'd be screwed anyway because it'd be 11-3, but that aside, well, Molly straight on 12 and Crystal's forced to back away.
Right, so Apex has been the one who's been dying at the start of the rounds here. So he's actually playing a little differently. Kenny knows they're not at least by the platform push-up, but no one else can confirm anything beyond that. Existence hasn't really heard them much, and tabseN's actually got back around the back of Apex. Spots down 1, RPK gets the better shot off, but now it looks like Strux is going to kind of pick up the same sort of position. But Penta haven't fully invested into this. They're still by drop down. They're still trying to get this one going, and it's because RPK normally plays drop. If they're assuming he's not there, they might speed up, but Strux catches Maniac going lurking, but there's still Apex, and there's still 3 players getting very comfortable in that drop down room.
Yeah, Kenny's back there. Existence at doors, but Crystal's about to sneak around the back of him. Oh, Existence turned. Must have heard something somewhere. Existence is going to walk into them. Oh, the crosshairs were covered. Cbble could have landed the shot to begin with, but Stavros managed to pass over him. But now Cbble all alone. He's caught between Kenny S, who's staring straight at the doors, and he will be straight into the crosshairs. 11-2 the score. Starting to become unsurmountable for Penta here.
Sadly, and you pointed out, the start of the last round, money is going to be a problem, and it is. 2K, not a great deal to work with. P250s, Tech 9, some flashes and a smoke. And the thing is that you could see that Penta know what they're doing. They are a good team, or at least good individual players. I think good team may be a stretch if you're comparing it to Titan just yet. But as soon as they knew that the likes of RPK had picked up a kill on A, okay, well that means who's going to be in drop? Let's take it. And then they just couldn't quite put the rest of the pieces together. But they show so much potential in the way they're playing sometimes that you think a good few months down the line they could be doing some really upset results. But at the moment they're just sadly a country mile behind the likes of Titan, who aren't letting too far go of this game. They're not getting too over-aggressive. They're slowing things down again.
Well, Titan have themselves a good defensive hold this time around. Maniac's the one that's gone pretty deep. Cbble, once again, trying to be a bit of a nuisance. Apex ready and waiting for tabseN here. He's just going to walk straight into his crosshairs. Cbble actually did get Kenny S down over on site. Doesn't manage to get the second one, though. Apex also found tabseN back on A site. The bomb is going to try and make its way around. The Stavros can't get near it at the moment. Apex has him covered. And he's just going to get gunned down. Crystal with just 4 health, no armor. I think he spotted Maniac. If he could get Maniac down, no, not quite. Maniac jumping finds him, even though he only had 3 health left. 12-2. 1 round to go.
Yeah, 1 round to the half. And well, good luck, Penta. Could all be over in a pistol or 2, basically, when it comes into the second, which we'll have to wait and see. I'd have liked to... Okay, the one downside to this is, aside from Penta losing, beautiful Zeus work. is the fact I don't get to see much of Titan on the T side. Something I'd have enjoyed seeing a little more. I like seeing their T sides and how they actually plan to execute and what they do. But Apex already finding Strux is going to make this look very much like a Titan-esque round.
Yeah, went aggressive, checked the doors.
And he got Crystal down to 4.
Managed to find one. Tabson's the man that's trying to challenge him, trying to squeak on through the smoke. Does get the flash on Apex, but doesn't land the shot. And when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. When you do get flashes, glimpses like that, you have to make them count. He does. Second time of asking. I think he was flashed in by RPK, who's now coming down. Oh, that was a good shoulder peek from Tabson. Tabson, the man that got dropped from Mousesports as well, but RPK comes in and makes it look easy.
Yeah, dropped from Mousesports and then dropped by RPK. It's a painful time for these guys. But Stavros and Crystal, 4 HP and 56. They've got a lot of work to do.
Existence now. Third man to challenge them down here. They're just coming down one by one, but it seems to be working for them. Crystal's going to come around, tries to flash it out. Existence didn't really fall for it. While this is all happening, Maniac's the one that's creeping around the back, and I think Crystal hears him, or certainly expecting it, hoping that something. No, Maniac's actually been called back, so Existence just doing the work. It's like, look, he's got nowhere to go. It's 20 seconds on the clock. He can't rotate in time. I don't think he's got time. I don't think he's got time to get there.
It doesn't matter, because Kenny S and the CZ will find him first. Penta...
expected 13-2,
yeah, pretty much.
half.
I think that's exactly what we expected. I don't think it's harsh what we're saying about Penta. I think it's a wait and see how well they can do down the line.
Yeah.
To me, okay, Titan looked good on the CT side. I would have rather have had it the other way around. I wish the knife had gone slightly differently, so we could have seen Titan having to maybe struggle a little more on the T side or show a little bit more on the T side, but still, scoreline-wise, it's looking quite decisive.
It's looking a little dire, isn't it? No doubt about it. Let's see how the pistol works out for them.
Nice.
We're just getting in there. There's nothing nice to say when it's
dire
13-2.
and decisive. Come on, that's...
You never know. Okay. Maybe they could pull off some sort of crazy miracle,
Wizardry.
but Titan did just get pushed to 16-14 by Hellraisers, so it's possible, but it would have to be an immaculate half from Penta without really dropping anything.
Yep.
They could afford to drop one single round, I think. Other than that, that'd be over. It'd be done. So anyway, nonetheless, we're going to be getting into game in just a moment. We're just waiting to readjust themselves, get themselves back ready. I guess Penta have probably got a little bit to talk about to figure out how the hell are they going to come out in pistols.
Yeah, it's a big pistol round as well. This is going to be quite hugely important, considering... Okay, we've seen a lot more turns recently, so the second round will often go in the favor of the team who didn't win the first. But regardless of it, we are live into it right now, I believe.
Yep.
So let's see how this one goes down.
Well, it is a huge pistol, no doubt about it. Penta are going to be aggressive. Okay, now this position, I've never seen it work. Actually, it's not him I'm looking at. It's Stavros. Stavros has got himself tucked in there. And he was doing it the other day, and every time he was there, he got caught out. But it's Tabson that's about to get busy. He just saw Apex doing this. He's thinking, I can do that. I can do that. I'm just as good as him. We'll see whether it works out for him. They've had to back away. And 4 members of Titan squeaking their way in towards A site. Stavros is going to smoke it off. The rotate coming. Is it too late? Titan are already in on site.
Yeah, they are. And those Glocks can just spam away up close and personal. Tabson goes for the cheeky little one tap. Gets 2. But 2 is not enough. Crystal and Stavros, the last 2 alive. Locked out. Bomb is recovered. Maniac connects. And now the last man alive was Stavros. Bomb not going to be able to go down in time, but a good pickup regardless for Titan. 14-2.
Yeah, that's what we feared, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
We were fearing that Titan would come out in pistols, and that may be the end for Penta. Are we going to see the Mac Daddies all across the board? No, a couple of MP7s.
I love the Mac 10.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. I remember before Katowice, I was asking Sponge, like, you're the only player I ever see picking up a Mac 10. And then obviously the SMG meta comes into play, and now everyone does. And he was like, I started this.
Well, we'll see whether he continues it. He's playing this weekend, but as it stands, Penta with a near impossible task. Maniac.
Crystal.
Crystal, you are completely pinned. Tried to Zeus and jump across. Maniac's, I think he was probably just like disgusted more than anything. It's just like the cheek, the damn cheek. Well, Kenny S actually got tucked down. He picked up 1. That's a Mac 10 in the hands of Strux. But RPK is coming his way. And that's going to be RPK down. Apex rotates and covers him off. And now we're on match point 15-2. A dominant performance from Titan.
I just love seeing the little flying Zeus. He like trying to peek across. You see the little like taser come out.
He's like, damn, I missed. He knew he was screwed as soon as he missed.
Yeah, but still, Penta just have to force up into everything they can here. It's gonna be ramshackle, but it's gonna be what they have to do. There's no two ways about it. Every single penny has to be put in, and maybe they can stop at least Titan getting a very clean, win here. Maybe they can just get a couple of rounds out from under their feet. But let's find out. 3-2 split. Bomb is near RBK, who's over by the A site, or at least the A ramp, whereas Crystal doing the leap again. It's no Zeus, but it's just a BM. Let's see if he can catch Maniac off this time.
Oh, so
much
close!
better.
Maniac down to 17. He's going to try and get the shot through smoke.
But look at A. A is being pushed right now. That's the bigger factor here. They're trying to make a play, but Strux and Crystal doing the damage. There we go. Picking up one on either side. Existence gets Tabson down, who pushed a little bit further forward than maybe they'd have hoped. But Penta adjusting over towards A. They're in the right place.
Well, Titan are going to push on through. Crystal's on the long rotate, so we'll see whether he manages to get there in time. But Titan are already in on site, and Penta are actually going to keep them at bay here. Strux holding the angle, keeping away. Troubly doing the work. Gets himself two, draws the attention of Apex, but Apex just spins around and pops Strux. Crazy stuff. Troubly knows where he is, though. He's just going to try the wall bang, try anything, and he finds it. And that's what they need. Well, it keeps them in for another round, at least. We'll see how long it lasts.
And importantly, they picked up 3 AKs as well, so that's good to have in practice. Crystal going back to the shotgun. And on the other side, something actually I was looking to see a little bit more of, especially from Titan. Maybe those Tech 9 AK mixes coming out to play. I really like it. Generally it means you have to go back to back almost and leave one to solo, but let's see what they do with this. I really like it in play though.
Okay, 4 members of Titan, 5 members of Titan going towards B site this time. Crystal is not up close and personal. I'll tell a lie, he's about to try it. He's got the Nova. It might work out for him. Oh, he's flashed out. It's Stavros that's got the angle though. And, well, Stavros gets 1, gets 2, gets 3, and not quite 4. Kenny does stop the rot.
Oh, but the bomb went down below. That's massive. He can't get the bomb without committing now. He's gonna do 1v3. Gets the first down. That's Troubly gone. Looks towards drop. Oh, he gets the tag. This. Don't you dare, Kenny. Do not dare. Oh, he got down Tabson too. But it was Strux who was left alive, and Kenny gets denied in the end. And Penta hold on a little longer.
Cost them a lot of money. They should be able to buy up though. Crystal sticking with the Nova. It's like, yep, no, gonna stick with it. Actually bought an M at M4, I think, for someone as well. Passed that one along. But of course, Titan only on the pistols. 15-4. Still a very long way to go for Penta, no doubt about it. This time, Titan just gonna hold up a little bit and wait to see if anything comes from this one. Crystal's the one that's gonna go aggressive.
And the way Crystal's playing is like, I don't care anymore. In my eyes, in a way, it's like that sloppy little flash off the box, constantly doing the same spot, constantly trying to catch him off. To me, it just seems like a player who's annoyed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Guys, I know we didn't expect to win, but this isn't great, you know? But still, the Nova is, I guess, I wouldn't say a legit buy-up, but it has its role. It's like the Mag 7 that you saw the likes of MBK picking up occasionally. It can be placed in the right sort of spot, but still, Titan going to be doing the train of doom around the map, just settling in towards that lower part of A, just down by the connector there. And Penta really not overcommitting anywhere. They've got Troubly on that kind of jump spot, but they're going to spot him out now. Tabson has to back away, drops the flash, gets back a little further. Maniac starting to lurk as well. Tabson is going to be a little cautious here, because look at this, Titan are on the doorstep. Even with just those pistols, they're still quite deadly. Yeah,
Troubly is just around the side though, and he's ready for Maniac to push through. And RPK comes around. He got spotted. Stavros is going to rotate and cover him off. And it's just Apex on site. Is he going to be able to find anything? No, he will get taken down, and that's a spotless round for Penta this time around. Titan still 15-5. Producers just edging the gun a little bit there, thinking that we were going to end the game, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Don't write Penta off. That's what we're saying.
I thought I said follow Kenny S. I didn't even hear. Sorry, I'm not sure anymore.
Well, I mean, let's follow Kenny S. He's got it all.
Crystal's on 4.5k. Uh-oh. No, we're good. We Gucci, as Alex would say. Crystal on 4.5k, sticking with the Nova. I'm not going to let him live that down. But this is a big round. I'll explain why a little later on. But Tabson pushing up a little. Strux pushing up a little. Maniac, though, just on the verge. Apex does find tabs, and so that slightly more aggressive style from Penta over towards A, kind of backfiring. But will Titan expect Strux? That's the next question. Well, they will now. KNES will hear those shots, and this is looking like Titan's starting to gain a little bit of control here. Boost comes out, though. I think that's Stavros who gets himself up towards platform. But Titan not really committing anywhere just yet.
Yeah, holding back, waiting for those smokes to run down. Cbble does pop out a flash, but Titan stacking up. It's looking like it's going to be a 5-man push. Are they all going to go up ramp? I was going to say surely not. They're going to edge out. They may be, you know. They're all still gathered there. Okay, it's going to be 3 going up ramp. Let's see how it works out for them. Cbble is not there. It's only Strux alone on the A site at the moment because they're still expecting something to come on B. Cbble finally rotating, but he is so slow. That flash could be crucial from Strux. He's trying to slow things down for Penta to get in position, but Titan already on site.
Yeah, they are, and with only, well, 27 seconds, they're going to have to make a play. Here comes Time, though. Maniac finds Cbble. Strux into a corner. Is already picking up 2. Going to get pressured by the 3rd. RPK takes him down. Stavros and Crystal, the last 2 to hold on. And that Nova is really out of range here.
Yeah, not a lot to do with this one. Stavros is kind of all on you. Well, it was. He's down. Crystal's like, well, okay, time to switch up. Let's get an M4. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can try something special. Apex has him covered off, and it's KNES that lands the winning shot. 16-5 overall. A solid performance from Titan. Kind of what we expected against the Penta, who definitely are struggling to find their feet at the moment, and kind of didn't expect them to have too much in the bank for Cobblestone just yet.
Pretty much. I think that's the best summary. They're great individuals. There's no disputing that, but I don't think we saw them looking well-rounded enough on there. And just looking at Titan's CT play, because we didn't get to see much of their T play, it was good. But then you saw them just getting confident. You know, the auto snipers came out to play. So really, what more can you say about it? There was a result that we expected. We got that result. There's not much more to be said.
A much quicker game than before, but nonetheless, it's 2 wins for Titan, and that's a big result for them, no doubt about it. They'll be happy. Coming up next, it's going to be Flipside versus Navi. Flipside's first showing in the league, and they're up against one of their CIS rivals. We'll see how it works out for them. We'll be back after the break.